Yeah, man, chess is boring. Do I play chess at all? No. These announcers, they have the charisma of a waterlogged boot. There's probably a portion of people who watch this stuff and actually end up going to sleep while they're watching it. Chess is so freaking boring. Watching this is actually painful. This is a world championship match. This is two players of the highest caliber competing for dominance against each other on the world stage. This is atrociously boring.
Okay, hello and welcome. David here from Blitz Breakdown Chess. Today I'm going to be reacting to this video entitled Chess is the most boring game on the planet. So, let's jump into it.
Do I have any interest in learning how to play chess seriously? No. Do I play chess at all? No. I have no interest in playing chess.
I just don't understand this at all. Like, I don't know how to play backgammon, right? Never played it. You know, the last thing I'm gonna do is fire up my camera and do a video on how incredibly boring backgammon is. Why? Because I'm not qualified to have a useful opinion on the matter. That is exactly what this guy is doing. So, a little bit of context. This is the second game of the World Chess Championship that was run last year. It wasn't the most exciting game, it ended up being a draw, but the overall World Chess Championship, of course, now we know, after the fact, was incredibly exciting.
2 seconds for Ding! Did he lose on time?
Gukesh captures the knight. It's over.
To see, yeah,
Oh, takes him bishop d5, takes him bishop d5, and Gukesh will be the world champion.
Yeah, man, chess is boring.
Yeah, so clearly this video has completely aged like milk. But let's take a listen to what else he has to say.
Conceptually, this game is one of the coolest games that exist in the world today.
Like, now he's just completely contradicting himself. He's like, okay, no, chess is incredibly boring. Oh, no, conceptually it's interesting. So which is it?
Use a little bit of your imagination. It's about, you know, it's about knights on horseback chopping off the heads of determined pawns who stand steadfast with spears, right? It's about queens in a blind rage, you know, slashing through corrupt bishops for the, you know, for the sake of the passionate love of her king.
Okay, I gotta pause there again. Well, I don't know what that was, some kind of like freestyle poetry, but you know actually what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the first Harry Potter movie. Like, I'll try and find some footage, but you know the sequences where they show like the cool animations of the pieces and they're destroying each other and it's all dramatic. If that was your only introduction to chess and you didn't know any of the rules, you didn't understand like how to play it, that might be like the way that this guy just described it.
Why don't you have graphics of pieces slaying each other? Like violently killing each other.
Okay, I'm now completely convinced that this guy's only exposure, to chess is from the first Harry Potter movie. It has to be. It just has to be.
You know, conceptually speaking, chess is freaking cool. But the way that it's presented like this, it's like watching paint dry. This is like watching two guys at an old folks home try to race each other in some grass somewhere.
Yeah, like, so obviously it's going to appear that way. If you have done zero work, you're not interested in learning, you have no interest in learning in the future, of course it's going to come across that way. Like, of course it's going to be boring. Like, why on earth would it be anything otherwise? It's so entitled that, like, this guy needs to be spoon-fed, right? The commentators, the players, the presentation, everything needs to be as exciting as possible. You know what's quite telling? Look where his head is. He put his head, recording this video, right over the analysis board. He is not even remotely interested in what's going on in terms of the actual position of the game. No interest whatsoever.
They're moving at like 0.5 mile an hour, you know, just slowly racing each other. And these announcers, God bless them. I know they know much more than I do. I know they're respected in their field. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. They have the charisma of a waterlogged boot. That's what.
You know what's crazy is he's like, I don't want to be disrespectful, and then proceeds to be incredibly disrespectful. It's almost like an episode of The Office. Ridiculous.
What's going on here? Nothing here is captivating. Nothing here holds any immediate interest. There's no hook. Not a lot of people are going to sit through this entire thing, and I'd imagine that there's probably a portion of people who watch this stuff and actually end up going to sleep while they're watching it. And then they just have it playing just to support the stream. You know, I'm just gonna play it in the background to support it because I support chess and I support whoever created this broadcast. I'm a diehard chess fan, so I'm not really gonna watch it, but I may fall asleep to it. But I'm just gonna play it because I support it.
One thing I've learned about YouTube, people don't do that. Not en masse. You might get like 3 or 4 people watching sort of out of sympathy. That's basically what this guy's saying. Not 150,000 people who watch Chess Base India in the 3rd game. I think there were over 200k people watching the 14th game when Ding blundered. This guy literally doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm so careful to use the word literally. Hikaru would approve.
I literally don't care.
But literally, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. He's just pulling facts out of nowhere.
I'm just gonna do my like, I'm gonna subscribe, and then I'm just gonna let it play. I was just watching this, and I just couldn't stop myself from just saying that in my head, just like, why are you making this interesting? Why isn't this cooler? Because it should be.
A long time. But
yeah, man, chess is boring.
All right, now the very best part of this video is we get to scroll down and take a look at the comments section. So, first comment. If you want drama, try Bachelor in Paradise. I enjoyed this one. You know, this guy's continually asking to be entertained. He's like, this needs to be ramped up to 11. I want to be entertained. This needs to be as exciting as possible. Maybe a guilty pleasure like Bachelor in Paradise might be more his speed. Second comment. Obviously, you didn't watch Game 1. And if you did watch Game 1 and think it was boring, you should forget about chess, as you could always go watch someone play Candy Crush. Ruthless. But this guy's absolutely right, because Game 1 was one of the most exciting games in the entire World Chess Championship. We had a situation where Gukesh came in with the white pieces, being the favorite, and ended up losing. There was a huge upset. Ding ended up winning, just turned everything and the expectations of what was going to happen next on its head. And it was super exciting. So I have no idea why this guy doesn't really reference that in his video. Give me your ID, Curly. I'll crush you with the cow opening. Okay, you said it yourself. You don't play chess. You lack the knowledge and skill to understand what is happening on the board. The purpose of the World Chess Championship is to find the best player in the world, not to be an entertaining spectacle for you to watch and be, quote, hooked. And adding graphics of pieces slaying each other misses the point of the game. The moves and the idea behind them is what makes us hooked. That's the beauty of it. I couldn't agree more. You know, that's the whole point. If anything, this would just be a distraction. If they decided, like, okay, we're going to try and appeal to, say, like, kids or whatever, and we're going to add graphics to make it more exciting, this is actually a disingenuous representation of chess, because this is not chess. It would just be noise. It would be a distraction from what? The ideas, the tactics, the strategies behind the moves. That's what makes it beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to read all of the comments. Feel free to go and check them out. That is a wrap from me, David here from Blitz Breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, please do consider hitting the old subscribe button, en passanting the subscribe button, under promote forking the notification bell, and doing all that good stuff. It's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.